Students, after completing the muscular tissue, today we are going to start with connective tissue. Okay, so let's start with connective tissue. What is connective tissue? We know that connective means it connects one body organs or one body parts to another body parts. Okay, so connective tissue is a specialized type of tissue which connecting and anchoring various body organs, okay, such as bones to bones, muscle to bone, etc. It also gives support to various parts of the body, forming and packaging around organs so that they don't get displaced by body movement. Means it also provides the packaging of the organs, and also they avoid the displacement of the body parts or the body movements. Connective tissue also help in binding, supporting and packaging. They are living in nature and separated from each other and are very less in number. It is homogeneous gel-like intercellular substances called matrix. Means that you can see in figure. In this figure, the matrix is present. These types of matrix is gel-like structure, okay, and form matrix, okay, and main bulk of the, so it is the this matrix form the main bulk of the connective tissue. Thus space between cells is filled with the non-living matrix. So you know that the space of connective tissue is filled with the non-living matrix, which may be solid as in bone you can see, and cartilage and fluid in the blood. Matrix is fibrous in nature and binds other tissues. So its nature is just like fiber and it binds other tissues also. In fact, the nature of matrix decides the function of the connective tissue. So हम ये कह सकते हैं जैसे उसका जिस प्रकार का मैट्रिक्स होगा वो उस प्रकार का उसका क्या होगा, वो कनेक्ट करेगी टिश्यूज को. ठीक है. Okay, the nature of matrix decide the function of the connective tissue. So they decided the function of the connective tissue. Types of connective tissue. So my dear students, areolar connective tissue, dense regular connective tissue, adipose tissue, skeletal tissue and fluid connective tissue. So you can see in picture, this is your adipose tissue and this is your sorry, is areolar tissues, and this is your bone. Okay, so these are the some tissues. Okay, so let's start with the areolar tissue. What is areolar tissue? Areolar tissue is loose and cellular connective tissue. Means you can see in picture, it is just like loose connective tissue, and it's a matrix consisting of two kinds of fiber. First one is collagen and second one is alloelastic fiber, are also called elastin. So it is of two type, white collagen fiber and alloelastin fiber. Occurrence where it is found, it founds in joints, skin to muscles. Means it joins skin to muscle, fills spaces inside organs. So it is very important. And what is the function of areolar connective tissue? Dear students, it gets support and packaging between tissue, supports and provides packaging between organs lying in the body cavity. Matrix of the tissue is important in diffusion of oxygen and nutrient from small blood vessels. So it is helpful in the diffusion of oxygen and nutrients from small blood vessels. It also helps in repair of tissue after an injury and also helps in combating foreign toxins. Means it fight with the foreign toxins. Okay, and it fixes skin to underlying muscles. Okay, so it fixes the underlying muscles also. Now the second, dense regular connective tissue. So dear student, it is also it is fibrous connective tissue characterized by ordered and densely packed matrix. Means here the matrix is densely packed and it is a collection of fiber and cells. It is of two types, tendon and ligament. So you know that what is tendon? Tendon is a dense part of the dense regular connective tissue, and our bone is connected with muscle with the help of the tendon. Okay, bone connected with muscle with the help of tendon, and bone to bone is attached with the ligament. So we learn from this BBL and BMT. Okay, bone muscle is connected with tendon and bone to bone is connected with ligament. So as tendon are cord-like strong inelastic structures that join skeletal muscle to bone. So skeletal muscle to bone. Okay, bone to muscle is connected with the tendon. It has great strength, but its flexibility is limited. So it is very important. Its flexibility is limited, and its cells are called tendinocytes. Its cells are called tendinocytes. So tendon is called like strong inelastic structure, flexibility is limited, and cells of this tendon is also called tendinocyte. You can see in diagram, this is the tendon and this is the muscle. So muscle with the bone is connected with the help of tendon. Now ligament are elastic in structure which connect bone to bone. Okay, so BBL means bone and bone. One bone is connected to another bone with the help of ligament. They have great strength but contain very little matrix. So it have great strength but contain very little matrix. So dear students, sprain, do you know about what is sprain? Sprain is caused excessive pulling or stretching of the ligaments. So you feel any times during playing a sprain occurs in your legs, so it is excessive pulling or stretching of ligament is called sprain. Now adipose tissue. Adipose tissue is fat storing tissue. Also it is called fat storing tissue. So adipose tissue is basically aggregation of fat cells or adipocytes. Each fat cells is rounded or oval and contain a large droplet of fat that almost fills in it. So you can see in picture, this is your fat cells. Okay, that are almost filled with the droplets, and it is round or oval shape. It has collagen and elastin fiber, and they also carry blood vessels. Where it is found, adipose tissue is abundant in nature. It lies below the skin. It lies below the skin. Function, it serves as a fat reservoir, and it provides shape to the limbs and the body. It keeps visceral organ in position also, and it acts as an insulator. Now skeletal tissue. Skeletal tissue. The skeletal or supporting tissue includes cartilage and bones. It includes both the cartilage and bones, which forms the endoskeleton of the vertebrate. It also forms the endoskeleton of the vertebrate body. It includes cartilage and bones and form the endoskeleton of the vertebrate body. So you can see in picture, this is your cartilage and this is your bone. Okay, this is your bone and this is cartilage. Cartilage, it is a less vascular matrix, is composed slightly hardened calcium salts. So it is made up of calcium salts. Its cells are called chondrocytes. Cells are called chondrocytes. The matrix of cartilage contain collagen fiber and chondrocytes. Now chondrocytes are present in fluid-filled space known as lacunae. So chondrocyte is fluid-filled stage is called lacunae. So this is the structure. Okay, like this. Blood vessels are absent in matrix. In the matrix side, there are no any blood vessels found. cartilage. Where cartilage found? Cartilage is located in the ear pinna. So this is the structure. This is soft bone also, and nose tip, epiglottis. This is the place where the cartilage are found. Okay, functions. What is the functions? It provides support and flexibility to the body parts. It provides support and flexibility to the body parts. Now bone. Bone, it is a very strong and non-flexible tissue. It is a very strong and non-flexible tissue, but in case of cartilage they are not very strong and flexible in nature. But bone is a very strong and non-flexible tissue. The matrix is made up of protein which is heavily coated with salt of the calcium and magnesium. Means bone is made up of calcium and magnesium, which are responsible for the hardness of the bone. So the hardness of the bone is due to the deposition of calcium and magnesium. The matrix is in the form of concentric rings called lamellae. The matrix of the bone is formed in the form of concentric rings called lamellae. Bone cells are also called osteoblasts or osteocytes. Bone cells are also called osteoblasts or osteocytes. These cells are present in fluid-filled space called lacunae. So, lacunae is the place where these osteoblasts or osteocyte cells are present, which are present between the lamellae. Okay. Function: bone form the endoskeleton of human beings and other vertebrates except the saw. It forms the endoskeleton of human being except saw. They serve as the following function: provide shape to the body also, and it also help to support skeletal or provide skeletal support to the body. It also protect vital body organs such as brain, lungs, etc., and serve as a storage site of calcium and phosphate. So it also act as storage site of calcium and phosphate. Fluid connective tissue. This tissue help in creating a link between the different parts of the body and maintain a continuity of life. So these they are of two types: blood and lymph. So first of all we will read about the blood. Okay, blood is a fluid connective tissue. So blood contains two components: plasma and blood cells. Blood is formed of two components: plasma and blood cells. So plasma, it is a yellow colored fluid. This is yellow colored fluid. Plasma contains 90% water and 10% organic and inorganic substance. Due to the presence of these substances, it acts as a nutrient media. Means this 10% organic and inorganic material act as a nutrient medium for blood cells. Okay, because 90% contain water and remaining 10% makes the nutrient media of the blood cells. The blood cells present are red blood cells. You know, in blood the cells are red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Okay. So they are the cells, red blood cells. If we talk about the red blood cells, so these are the incompletes. These are the incomplete cells and having no nucleus and mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum. Means the mitochondria, nucleus, and endoplasmic reticulum are absent. These cells are smallest cell of our body. RBC are the smallest cell of our body. And they are cells that have disc-like shape. Means this appearance of the cells RBC is just like a disc shape. These cells have red color as they contain pigment made up of iron called hemoglobin. So red color is due to the presence of hemoglobin, and the function of the hemoglobin is to transport gases and forming complexes like oxyhemoglobin, that is called HbO2, and carbinohemoglobin or carboxyhemoglobin, means CO2 when combined with hemoglobin, then it's called carbinohemoglobin. These cells are synthesized in the bone marrow of adult and infants in the spleen from stem cells. So it is synthesized in the bone marrow of an adult and in infants in the spleen. Okay. The lifespan of RBC is about 120 days, and these cells are also called the erythrocyte cells. Erythrocyte cells. Now WBC, this is WBC. So dear students, these cells are irregular in shape and also called complete cell. But in case of RBC, they are incomplete cell. So white blood cells is irregular in nature, are shape and are complete cells also enclosing all organelles. Means that all organelles are present inside the WBC, and these cells do not have any pigment in them, that's the reason they appear white in color and have also we can say that they have no color. WBC have lifespan 2 to 4 weeks, and the cells is also called leukocyte, but in case of RBC it is called erythrocytes. Okay, but WBC also is called leukocytes. They are also called soldiers of our body. Okay, means they are act as a soldiers of our body, as they protect our body from infection causing agents. Either they engulf infection causing agents, or they secrete certain proteins that make infections causing agent harmless. That's why they are called the soldiers of our body. Okay, they are protecting us. Now platelets is the part of the blood, and it is teeny fragments that may or may not have a nucleus. Sometimes they have, sometimes they don't. Okay, their function is to secrete certain protein that help in blood clotting. Means it is very important that platelets are important for as a blood clotting material. Okay, and their lifespan is 60 to 120 days. So dear student, 120 days lifespan for RBC, 2 to 4 week for WBC, and 60 to 120 for platelets. They are also called thrombocytes. Okay, so RBC called erythrocyte, and WBC is called leukocytes, and platelets is called thrombocytes. Now lymph is a colorless fluid that has been filtered out from the blood capillaries. So this is the blood capillaries. So blood vessels, these are the some proteins which are flowing inside the blood vessels. So lymph is colorless fluid that has been filtered out from the blood. So filtered out material is called lymph. Okay. Lymph transports the nutrient. Means what is the function of lymph? It act as a transport material of nutrients such as oxygen, glucose that may have filtered out from the blood capillaries back into the heart to be recirculated in the body. Recirculated into the body. Okay, it brings CO2, nitrogenous waste from tissues, fluid to blood, and being loaded with WBC such as lymphocytes, the lymph protects the body against infections. So it acts as a fighting agent and it protects us from the infections. It also forms the defense immune system of the body. So it is very important.